Hi Virgo, hope you're doing well. Welcome to Pure Tarot. I'm doing the heart-to-heart reading that I created last year. It's a heart-shaped spread that is meant for looking into your love life in specifically August, because I did it for Lionsgate, which is August 8th. It's a heart-to-heart because Leo rules the heart. So I'm just gonna dive in. I do want to say that it's one oracle card at the tip at the top, tarot on each side. So one side is you on the left-hand side because your heart is on the left of your body, and the other person on the right. And the bottom card is another oracle card. So bear in mind that the two tips are common energies, right? So let's just draw right away. I had pre-shuffled. I'm trying to save a bit of time because I did a lot of blah blah to explain the read. First, the card is love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So don't be fazed that it's not like the soulmate card. Tarot can change that. And anyway, self-love is the main ingredient for a healthy relationship. So it's actually very positive to have this card. So I'm gonna draw for you, Virgo. 7 cards on each side. And the last one, the oracle. Put on my glasses again. Memories and remembrance. So there is a theme of maybe not having the relationship the way that you want it to be, or maybe you're reminiscing about a past relationship, I feel. Let me show you your cards on your side. It starts with the 2 of Cups in reverse. So, I mean, and just for you to know, on the other side in the same position, your person has the Lovers. So there's many ways to look at this, right? It could be that you are not in a relationship with this person that you love because they're in love with someone else and coupled with someone else. It's a very strong possibility here. So the advice of the first oracle card was to love yourself first. Maybe because that is needed, required here in this context, right? But let's keep reading on your side. So you have the 2 of Cups in reverse, followed by the 4 of Wands, the 9 of Wands in reverse, the 4 of Pentacles, Justice, Judgment in reverse, and the Queen of Swords. So I want to point out something really that is extremely strong here. You have basically a situation where the Justice, it feels like something was ruled. So I say ruled because it either comes from an outside source, so it could have been like that you actually had a divorce, like a real, you signed the divorce paper. there's no coming back from this because the judgment is in reverse. So there's no, there's absolutely, especially with the justice, these are two karma cards. So it's very, very strong to understand that this thing is really over. There's no turning back here. And you might have been the one that cut this, that actually instigated the divorce, or at least a separation initially. You might have felt like someone betrayed you by falling in love with someone else. I'm really almost getting a like almost like a scenario here, like, you know, I'm not saying there was infidelity, but it could be that things weren't really working well in your couple, like there was already like water in the fuel. I'm not sure if that's an English expression, but I translated it from French, so it means like if there's water in your fuel, it won't ignite, right? So it means that things were going south between the two of you, or at least you were having like some difficulties. I want to say that it was once a happy marriage, but you might have been very clingy. You might have been extremely possessive. And you have the Nine of Wands here, and I'm sorry to say, but it sounds like you were possessive and yet you were negligent. Sorry, I say things the way I see them, I read them, right? I'm not gonna, sorry, sugarcoat. The cards are what they are. You might have been also harsh, like I'm hearing snappy verbally. Let's look at the other side. So they have the Lovers. I'm sensing that this love, I mean, it's like whoever they're looking, it's like this person's looking at someone else, literally. I don't know, for me on the table, the gentleman is turning his back to you. Like I'm not sure with the camera now, I'm not sure, like if I'm showing you the cards like this, I think on the table, I want to show you that I don't know how it's going to come out on the camera. I just really want to say that on the table, the way I'm looking at them, that gentleman on the Lover's card is turning his back and is really looking into another woman's eyes. So for me, it's clear there's someone else in the picture. You see, this person was juggling two people. We have on this side 3 court cards. So, I mean, this is a definitely a third-party situation. I don't often get them, like, but this is clear as day, for real. So this person would have been like really stressed in the past. I say in the past because the card is in reverse. And I also don't sense them to be any stressed anymore necessarily if they're in love, but they might have a lot of stress towards you. I'm also sensing resentment. There's resentment on this card. You know, it's really sad to say, but they feel on top of the world here with the Six of Wands. I mean, they're in love, so they don't really care. You know, it's like here it's like the Queen is upright, but the Knight is in reverse. So you can see that this couple, being the two of the same, you know, two court cards of the same suit, you could, because one is upright, the other one is in reverse, they're at odds. This situation happened really, really quickly. Whatever new involvements this other person has now, it happened in the blink of an eye, really. This was swift. I'm almost sensing that this person that you were committed to, because I think it was a marriage. I really, really, really think you were married or in a very, very strong and long-standing relationship. I think you were with this person for years already. I mean, you wouldn't have so many memories and remembrance. You have a very a shared past, many, many memories together. I'm sensing that, so this other person would have, with the resentment that I sensed, and the disconnect here, and you feeling the disconnect as well, right? So it was felt both ways. You were probably just sticking like together out of habit, or just because for the sake of the marriage, for the sake of, you know, the memories, like but in essence it was already over. So what appears for this relationship to have stopped, and like, or for this person to have jumped into another commitment, or at least another fling, it looks like it was lightning fast, but I think that overall it was waiting to happen, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Not that I obviously, it's not please don't think that I was implying that it's a good thing, right? I'm just saying, you know, the expression a disaster waiting to happen, kind of like, well, it was already dwindling, and it was already kind of, you guys were already disconnected to a certain degree, and I think quite a lot actually, because the cards are really strong here. The Two of Cups is not to be taken lightly, and this person was already like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, with the Two of Pentacles, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So when they met this new person, it was like instantaneous for them. And it was a conquest, right? This Six of Wands is like a victory, but it's a conquest. It might not last with the other, like, you know, it's irrelevant. We don't know. But I want to show you that there's no return. It's guaranteed. Guaranteed. What I want to leave you with that is positive, and that is uplifting for you, and that will, how can I say this, that can make you probably look at things differently, is those memories, you obviously had a very strong marriage, a long-standing commitment, a beautiful relationship prior, with lots of love exchange, a lot of happiness, a lot of stability. You probably had a home. So there was, and the Two of Cups, if it's in reverse, initially it was upright. So there was a huge, deep soul bond. So this relationship matters, and it matters in your life, in your life's path, a journey. It matters in who you are. It matters in where you're going next, you know. So you shouldn't really, I mean, even if you are having a very difficult separation, which feels a little bit like that, you can still choose to focus on what was positive and what went well and what was worthy, right? So not dwell on the, you know, the betrayal maybe, or like the infidelity, or however you want to perceive it, or just the ending, right? So, I mean, that's what I wish to tell you. Anyway, so Virgo, thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you. Please like, share, and subscribe, and come back. Thank you.